Hey guys, it's Allison here, and I am getting ready to make more layouts from my Clear the Desk kit that I have put together. And I was looking for photos to scrapbook that I hadn't done so already, and I've come across some from my eldest daughter's elementary school graduation last year. And it sort of sparked to me that I thought I had done a few layouts already, so I went and dug those up. So I've got this one, which, coincidentally enough, has elements from my cut apart sheet already. So I think I must have had, I just threw everything everywhere. I think I must have had two of these, and so that's kind of a happy coincidence. So yeah, so I've done this one already, and then I also did one of when she was, because she was a valedictorian. So I don't want to duplicate what I've written or the photos that I've already scrapbooked, but if I'm looking to pull in other elements, I can definitely keep in mind that I've used papers from the Maggie Holmes Bloom collection, and then I don't think I have any more of these butterflies left, but I'm pretty sure I have big fringed hearts that are from the same collection. And then I can pull in, I mean, those are the same letter stickers that I used to scrapbook her grade 8 pictures. I might have more of these, I'm not sure. I definitely have more of the white foam thickers. Those are from a Shimelle pack. And then I believe this, oh, that's a sticker as well. So yeah, so I've definitely, and this is from this set because I've got that one up there. So it's just kind of a coincidence that I have been using similar products already. Okay, so time to make another layout. I'm going to put these to one side, and then I'm going to pull in my papers. I've got two full 12 by 12 still, so I can use these to make backgrounds. Obviously I can pull in lots of cardstock if I need to. And then I've got the pink, some pencils. I've got lots of circles left that I can cut apart. I've got a big piece of yellow with a floral on the other side. I still got some eyeglasses, and I can also pull in the journaling cards. More little bits and pieces from that. And then what did I throw on the floor? The clouds. So this was the one that has, it's got a little ripped bit there, but I can, it's got a little mark on it, but I can definitely cut that in such a way that you don't see that. So now to dig out some photos. I've got this large one of our family. That might be quite nice to scrapbook and be easy. It's a large photo, so sometimes those are just sort of easy layouts to put together. They come together quite quickly. And I've got more of us. I've got some goofy ones of the girls dabbing and my teenager having nothing to do with it. More family photos. So there's lots and lots of options here. I've got pictures with her teachers. I definitely want to do layouts, tell stories about her teachers because they were quite important to her. I've got more photos with her friends. There's a lot of photos from that day. Okay, so I've got to pick some and start creating. So I will leave these ones of the teachers for now. I have an idea. This was her kindergarten teacher, so I'd really like to pull up the photo of her with her kindergarten teacher in kindergarten, and then have the side-by-side comparison. This teacher taught her in grade 1 and is also her choir director. So again, I could do the sort of Marley and this teacher through the years. So I'll leave those for now. And I might take a look at doing one of these with the 3 photos, but I think I'll start with this one of the large family photo. And yes, that might be a little bit of a cheat, but sometimes you just have to go easy on yourself, right? Now, do I want to have it on the teal or the gray? This is not really a gray day, gotta admit. Those might be more fun on the gray. Okay, decision made. It's gonna go on the teal. Put the gray to one side so I don't cut into it. And I've got to figure out what is gonna go with this. I think I need to bring in some more blue, but not cloud blue. So I'm gonna sort through my scrap bin first, see what I can pull from there, and then I will look in my pack from Maggie Holmes Bloom and go from there. All right, so I have pulled out more papers than I can possibly use, and not so much in the blues that I was initially looking for. I tended to actually gravitate more towards the pinks. So I've got them all scattered all over my desk there. I've got scraps from a couple of different Shimelle collections. I have got some, I think some pink paisley in there and a whole lot of other things. And then what I'm starting off with is actually a piece of pink vellum that I'm going to go right behind the photo there, just to give it a bit of a special treatment. And then I am thinking that I will use all the different papers that I have pulled out and create a sort of collaged look behind just a whole bunch of the papers. And so I'm just cutting them into strips and boxes as you know, as it sort of appeals to me. And not all of them end up on the layout, but this is a good place to start. So I did find that 6x6 paper. That is from a Crate Paper Love Notes, I think. That was just in my scrap bin. And then that sort of rainbow print, that's a Studio Calico paper. The one with the multicolored dots is a Shimelle paper. That party banner, and then the pink ombre fringe one, those are from the Bloom paper pad that I have. And then I found some scraps that were actually on one of the other layouts that I had already made. So now I'm just inking all the edges to get them sort of ready, and then I will start to play with the composition of them behind the photo. I've got 2 larger pieces, that banner piece, and then the 6x6 square that I have as well, and then a whole lot of strips. So now I'm just laying out my strips, and I think I will use that yellow down below to sort of help create an L shape. And I want to have some contrasting colors as well to help give separation between the photograph and all the busyness of the papers behind. So I felt that one with the one of Shimelle's, the multicolored circle pattern, was sort of fighting with everything else. There were colors in there, the purples and blues and whatnot, that don't appear in the other papers, so I decided to put that aside. And then I had cut apart the June calendar piece from one of her Go Now Go papers. And I thought I could use that to indicate the date, although I know the date. And then I placed that Love, Love, Love cut apart. That's from one of the Bloom papers as well, and I loved it. So that one stayed, and the calendar did not. So then I flipped the whole thing upside down so that I could get my adhesive on and try and keep them in approximately the same orientation that I'd had before. And I think for the most part it worked, but you know, there's always changes that happen when you stick the papers down again. And then I decided I needed something in the background. So I'm adding some very dark blue, like navy blue mist splatters, and a little bit of gold as well. And once that dried, then I got my papers in place. And sorry, I thought I had turned the camera on, and obviously I hadn't. So yeah, you sort of missed me sticking everything down, but you get the point, right? So I've pulled the Smile word letter stickers from that American Crafts sheet of puffy stickers that I'm trying to work through, and that's going to be my title. And then I've cut out several of the circles from my circle pattern, and I am just scattering them over the page. And I've also, from the puffy sticker sheet, pulled off those two big roses down at the bottom. I haven't figured out where they're going to go on the page yet, but they will make it there somewhere. And then from Shimelle's sticker books, the two books that I have, I've pulled out all the blue hearts that were left, and that yellow tab. It's actually got the date, a spot to write the date, and I did not write the date on there, so I'll have to go back and add that. Although these are all gonna live next to each other, all the photos from that day, so I don't really have to date them all. And now I'm just putting in those flowers, and I feel like it needs a little bit of sparkle, some jewels or enamel dots or something. So I pull out those hot pink gems that I had tried to put on one of the other layouts from this series, and I think that they are working just fine on this. So it's just scattering them around. I didn't do a triangle of them up in that left sort of corner up there. There's 5 sort of scattered, more like a zigzag line, I suppose, just to change things up. And then I get just a very little bit of journaling. One of the layouts I've already created has a whole lot of journaling, so the other pictures probably won't have a ton of journaling on them. And there's the finished layouts and some close-ups. So I tried to pick circles that had sayings that were maybe a little bit tongue-in-cheek or sort of sappy, because it was a very special day, and we were very proud of that girl. All right, so there it is, all finished. That's 4 layouts from that kit. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.